If your breath is stinking, you're suffering from bloating, you wake up every morning, you have BO, you don't know what to do. This has been happening for such a long time. This is the video that you need to watch because I'm gonna walk you through how to detox in just 1 week at the comfort of your own home. Very easy, very simple. Let's dive in. Symptoms that I just described are detox symptoms. So if you're waking up, your breath is stinking, your armpits stink, you're breaking out, your skin is looking dull, you're bloated, you have horrible digestion, that is a sign that your body needs to detox. And the best way to help your body detox is to do what you can control. And the easiest thing that you can control is your digestive system. You can control what you eat. 9 times out of 10, the reason why your digestion system is not up to par, you're bloated, your breath stinks, and you just look a mess is because of the foods that you're eating. You are what you eat. So the best way to detox at home is literally go on a food vacation. The easiest way to do that is to control when you eat. A lot of us eat at the wrong times, and that's why we're bloated, and that's why we have a quote unquote slow metabolism. There is no such thing as slow metabolism, guys. The problem is you're eating at the wrong times. The best time to eat is to eat in a circadian rhythm with the sun. There is not one system in your body that can function without sunlight. You need sunlight and you need to operate with the sun to optimize your digestion. So this is the schedule that I love to put all my clients on. So as soon as you wake up, do not, and I repeat, do not eat, okay? Do not eat as soon as you wake up, because what happens is your body is going through its own detox process. When you sleep, your brain is filtering out toxins, it's filtering out dead tissues, etc. Your body's going through its own detoxification when you wake up. That is why sometimes you wake up, you have to go to the washroom, or you have crust in your eyes, or you have to blow your nose, or your breath stinks. Yeah, those are detox symptoms. So the best time to eat is at 12 p.m. Do not eat any earlier than 12 p.m., okay? You can have your herbal teas, you can have your coffee, but do not eat anything solid before 12 p.m. The best time to break your fast or have your breakfast is 12 p.m. This is when the sun is at the highest in the sky. Okay, and that is when you have the most energy. You ever notice when you wake up in the morning, you're like, ugh, you're building up that energy. You don't wake up in the morning like high on cloud 9. You wake up in the morning and your energy slowly builds throughout the day. So that's why you notice, towards lunchtime, you have so much energy because the sun is at the highest in the sky. Okay, and when the sun's at the highest in the sky, you have the energy to break down food, because breaking down food takes energy from the body. So it is best to have your heaviest meals between 12 and 3 p.m. So yes, break your fast at 12 p.m. and then between 12 to 3, you're gonna have your heaviest meals throughout the day. And then you're gonna slowly decrease the amount of food that you're eating from 4 to 7. So from 4 to 7, you're having your little meals. You're not gonna be eating the same quantity of food that you were eating from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. And then you completely stop eating at 7 p.m. Now that it's fall, you have to stop eating at 7 p.m. because the sun is gonna set at like 7 now, so you have to stop eating at 7. The reason why I say stop eating at 7 p.m. is because your body is naturally producing melatonin as the sun goes down, because you're decreasing your energy and the sun is signaling to your body that it's time to go to bed. And what happens is when it's time to go to bed, your body goes through its rest period. So your digestion is not going to be the most active. You're not going to have the most energy when you have to go to bed. So that is why when people say, dinner is when I have my heaviest meals, that doesn't make sense, because if you're going to bed soon, why are you going to have your heaviest meals when your body does not have the energy to break it down? It doesn't make logical sense. That's why you should actually skip dinner and kind of skip breakfast, essentially, but not really. You're just eating at 12. So the best way to help with bloating and digestion and metabolism is eating in a circadian rhythm. You eat your first meal at 12 and then you stop eating completely at 7 p.m. no later than 7. Like at 6:59, you should be like, shit, let me get my last bite, and then it's done. And this is going to help with so much different things. It's going to naturally balance your hormones. It's going to naturally help with metabolism. It's going to naturally help with your energy levels. If you're someone who crashes throughout the day, you need to get on the circadian rhythm. You need to. If you're someone that is always feeling sluggish, bloated, this is like an icing on the cake for you. This is your like golden ticket. Like this is your chef's kiss. This is the best schedule to follow. And naturally, you will be on a calorie deficit. So if you're someone who's struggling with losing weight, this is the way to go. Not only just for losing weight, for mental clarity. If you're a student and you can't focus, it's because you're eating at the wrong times. It takes energy to focus. It takes energy to learn. And when you're eating as you're studying, majority of your energy is going towards your metabolism and breaking down the food. So you're not giving your full undivided attention to your studies, or to, even if you're a business owner or you're at work, you want to make sure that you're fasting at work or just not eating while you're doing your task, because the energy that you need to get your tasks done will be extracted and used to break down food. And it doesn't make any logical sense, because a lot of us are drained, tired, not able to actually utilize our brain. It's not effective. Okay, this is the next thing I want to bring in. This is something that is so important. If you want to detox, if you're someone who has a lot of water weight, you're very bloated, you look puffy in the morning, this is what you want to do. This is what I do every morning to help de-bloat my gut, to help with metabolism, to help with puffiness and inflammation and excess water. So I'm going to roll the clips. Take a look. If you're not doing lymphatic massages every morning, this is why you're bloated, and this is why you cannot lose stubborn belly fat. Now, let me show you what I do every rising. So every morning I massage my stomach and I do lymphatic massage drainages. So I take my fist like this, I make a fist, and what I do is that I start from here and I push down towards my belly button. So I go like this every morning, like this, towards my belly button, okay? And then from my belly button, I press out, out, out. So just a recap, I go like this towards my belly button, and then out, out, out. And how you know this is working is if you have to pee right after. If you do not have to pee right after, ma'am, sir, you're not doing enough. You need to do it until you have to pee. And this is how you drain the lymph nodes in your stomach. This is so crucial because our main lymph nodes are found in our stomach and groin. So we need to make sure that we are constantly massaging it to cleanse out any excess fluid. If you're someone that is puffy, bloated, inflamed, you feel like you're holding on to a lot of water, this is what you need to be doing every morning to de-bloat and de-puff. If you're not doing it, do it now. And then the last thing that I want to show you guys is how to open up your detox pathway. So you have about 10 of them. The ones that are very important is your lungs, your brain, your liver, your lymphatic system, your digestive system, and your reproductive system. I mentioned the lymphatic system before, so check that off. I also mentioned digestion, so you can check that off. So the main ones that are left is your brain, your lungs, and your liver. So with your lungs, the thing is that, okay, Zara, we breathe all the time on autopilot. Like, we're always detoxing when we breathe. Yes, but some of us are not conscious about our breathing, which makes sense because we breathe on autopilot. We don't tell our body, hey, let's breathe. It just does. But in order to actually get the best out of your breath and making sure that each body gets oxygen and each body is receiving enough detoxification, you want to make sure that you're breathing consciously. Now, I am a big advocate for box breathing and crocodile breathing. So I made a video about this on my channel talking about how breathing made me lose 60 pounds, which is so true because you don't lose weight through sweating. You lose weight through your breath, okay? You don't lose weight through pooping. You lose weight through breathing. So if you're not breathing consciously and you don't know how to breathe, that's a problem, because if you want to lose weight, it'll be a very tricky avenue for you. And if you notice, this is no shade, a lot of people who are overweight, they have breathing problems because they don't know how to breathe and release, okay? You release through the breath. So after watching this video, I want you guys to Google box breathing and crocodile breathing, okay? Write that down. I'll also have a video in the description for box breathing and crocodile breathing. The reason why I'm not gonna really show you guys is because me, myself, I'm not an expert on this. Because yeah, I'm not really a breathing expert. I was someone who suffered with breathing problems. Like I had a really bad asthma. I used to breathe through my mouth. So this was something that I had to teach myself. So I'm no expert in any way, but I think that's a really good avenue to kind of go through. What happens is that when you practice this breath work every morning, it becomes drilled in your subconscious. So you naturally will start breathing like this. How I healed from breathing through my mouth was I had to actually be manually breathing. So I actually had to, like I had to practice breathing, and it just became drilled in my subconscious to the point where I didn't have to practice. I was just breathing like that. So this is really important to practice conscious breathing. So that's number one. Now, for your brain, this is really easy to open up this pathway, because all you have to do is just get enough sleep. But this is subjective because a lot of us have different diets. But if you follow my page, you know I'm a raw vegan, which means I have most of my energy, I utilize it. So I don't need a lot of sleep, because my energy levels are very high, and I'm not really draining my energy that often, because the food that I eat gives me energy. So I don't need to rest per se. I don't need to rest. And I'm not someone who does a million things in a day, so I don't need rest. Like if I was a raw vegan and I was like an Olympian and I was training for an Olympics, and like I also had a business on the side, I had kids, then yeah, I need more rest. But I'm someone who works from home, so I don't really need that much rest. So I can get away with sleeping 4 hours a night and I'm cool. I'm like on cloud nine. But someone who works a lot, is an athlete, etc., they might need more sleep. So the best way to detox is through sleep. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, that's how your body naturally goes through its own reset. So I say all this to say that sleep is subjective, but make sure you get sleep. But if you're someone who doesn't know how much sleep they need, then this is where this hack comes in. You need to be meditating. Now, you need to meditate in a dark room. Yes, this may seem like, girl, what? Yes, in a dark room for 30 minutes every day. Now, meditating in a dark room for 30 minutes is equivalent to 6 hours of rest. So if you cannot get 6 hours of rest because you're busy, this is what you need to do. You need to take 30 minutes out of your day to practice meditation. So your eyes are closed, you're practicing breath work. You can roll your eyes back, because that's what happens when you sleep. Roll your eyes back in a dark room. That's equivalent to 6 hours of rest, okay? Your mind doesn't know the difference, okay? And of course, you want to make sure there's no distraction, so it is like you're sleeping. Yeah. Okay. So that's how you open up your brain. Now, for your liver. Oh, sorry guys, I forgot. For your lungs, when I talked about the breathing, stop smoking. Stop smoking, okay? That's also how you open up your detox pathways. You have to stop smoking, okay? When you smoke too much, that's affecting your lungs, and your lungs are now bombarded with a bunch of mucus. That is like a whole different disease. Like mucus is the cause of all disease. Like excess mucus is what is causing disease. But yeah, moving on to your liver. The best way to have your liver functioning at an optimal level is stop drinking alcohol. Stop it. Stop. This is your wake-up call. If you wake up in the morning, your breath stinks, you can't even speak to your spouse. You can't even speak to your children because your breath stinks. You should not be waking up in the morning with a stinky breath. That is an underlying issue that needs to be addressed. So this is why I mentioned your digestion, and this is why I mentioned other detox pathways, but your liver is very important. I think your liver would be like hand in hand with your digestion, okay? Because your liver is what filters out toxins and harmful substances, which is alcohol. And when you're constantly drinking alcohol, you're actually deteriorating your liver. But the thing is with your liver, it's easily recoverable, and the best way to do it is, number one, stop smoking and drinking alcohol, but number two, you want to make sure that you're taking in herbs. The best herbs to take for detoxing your liver is going to be your dandelion root and your milk thistle. This is what the herbs look like in the wild if you are going to forage them. But if you are going to get them as a tea, which is recommended to have these as a tea every morning and every night for at least 21 days to see visible results, this is the tea I would recommend. Okay. Now, these herbs, like I said, you want to take them morning and night. Now, if you're someone who is a recovering alcoholic, yeah, you want to make sure you're on it for 21 days at least, morning and night. But if you're someone who, you know, they're having detox symptoms, but you're not necessarily like an alcoholic, and you know the symptoms are mild, then for you, I would say all you need is just once a day for 21 days to see results. And you can always add more if needed. So this is how you open up your liver. Your liver is very easy to recover. You just need to get rid of the toxins. And your liver likes bitter food. So if you can get, the bitter the herb, the better to the liver. I always say the bitter, the better, because that's going to really recover your liver. And in regards to eating, guys, the best diet to detox with is going to be a plant-based diet. Now, this diet is simply for healing, preferably raw, so not cooking your food. Now, people in the comments are going to be like, being plant-based is not sustainable. If you want a life disease-free, like if you do not want to pay out of pocket to go see a doctor, you might want to go plant-based, okay? Where's my protein? Protein, essential amino acids, nitrogen-based molecules is what you need. So you can get amino acids that are easily bioavailable through plants, okay? That's where the animals get it from. And animals actually have a longer digestive tract, so they can actually, especially carnivores, they have a longer digestive tract, so they can actually do well by getting secondary amino acids. But for us, a lot of us, we don't have optimal digestion. So if you think like meat is the best. Okay, but if you're not pooping, you know, after your meals and you poop once a week, that protein's gonna rot in your stomach, because meat rots. Vegetables and fruits, they ferment. So it actually helps with your gut microbiome. So we have to really, it's honestly just thinking, you guys. A lot of us, we don't think, and we don't have the chance to think because we're always busy. So just think about it. If you haven't pooped in a week, that meat is gonna rot in your stomach, because you already don't have the best digestive health. So that meat is not gonna do you any good. So if you want something that's gonna help you poo, you want something high in fiber. Fruits and vegetables are high in fiber. Chickpeas, quinoa, teff, those are high in fiber. And I will drop my free download where you can open up your detox pathways, and it also includes a food list as well. So I'm going to drop that in the description for you guys. That'll be very, very helpful. Like, what I like to preach on this page is that you don't need to go to the doctor. You don't need to rely on external sources to heal, because your body naturally heals. You have your lymphatic system, which is the best system when it comes to healing. That system, like your immune system, your lymphatic system, your circulatory system, those are 3 systems, and your liver too, that help get rid of harmful toxins and substances. So your body naturally heals. We're going outside of ourselves for what reason? Because we've lost touch with how to heal. And I'm just a catalyst to help you heal yourself. So this is why I always say, like, don't listen to a system that just wants your money. Okay, listen to a system that is actually moving forward with change. That is why I love holistic health, because we just want change. We just want change. We just want freedom over our health. And if you're struggling with any of this, like it's hitting for you, like you really want to detox at home, but you just don't know where to start and you feel like you need more guidance, book a call, guys. I have it in my description. It's a free call. You can book the call, you know, and if you need extra help, we can talk about plans that we can build for you to help you optimize your health, help with your bloating, help with your hormones, and help with your gut health, so you can actually live a confident and disease-free life. If that sounds like you and you're interested, check the description down below. I'll have that there for you. And as for always, goddess, I love you.